Throughout the existence of time, there has always been a crazy, riveting debate that has gone on throughout the course of history and existence as we know it. And that is cats versus dogs. Most common statement is, oh, I'm a cat person, oh, I'm a dog person, and we're going to be talking about both of these things. So before we get started, we need to define our terms here, okay? This is a war between cats and dogs, so therefore, there are going to be two main species involved with this. We're going to have cats, and we're going to have dogs. Now, before you go, oh, Zuba King, we're not complete idiots, and we know this. Well, while that may be true, I think it's important to define our terms, because out of every 100 or so people, there's always that one guy who's so confused, and he thinks that cats are like turtles. And we need to get this cleared up, because he's going to be really confused when I go around saying cats are fuzzy, alright? That's going to be really confusing to that one dude who's like, hold up, I thought cats had shells. Alright, but that's kind of against the point here. Basically, when it comes to talking about cats versus dogs, we kind of got to look at the pros and cons of each. So a lot of people are like, yo, cats suck because they just sit there and stare at you like, stalker creepos, right? And while this is kind of a downside because they're not going to do anything, they're just going to stare at you. At the same time, it's actually kind of intriguing to watch them. So really, I'm not going to go with that route of attack because, to be completely honest, I am perfectly okay with just sitting there and staring back at the cat. So then we have kind of like a staring contest, except their eyesight is way superior to mine, so I always lose. But that's against the point, all right? So we have no argument there. I'm going to nil and void that argument. Now let's go with the cat side. People who like cats generally say dogs are loud and messy. And while I do agree, I own dogs, and, they are loud, and they are messy, but that's kind of the charm of them, alright? If you got, like, a really annoying dog, I can really see that, but most dogs are just, like, messy to the point where it's, like, annoying, but it's not, like, death, alright? Like, there are some dogs that are, like, just won't shut up, and I'm with you, cats all the way on that one. But, like, for, like, the average dog, that's not a big deal, alright? Like, they're not gonna be super messy or anything. So, overall, we got pros and cons on both sides. I'd say they're both pretty fluffy in my opinion. Again, not a turtle, right? We're not talking about turtles. We're talking about cats and dogs. Very, very fluffy. Except the naked ones, alright? I swear, if anyone gets one of those little hairless dogs and cats, they creep me out, alright? I have nothing against you, nothing against your pet. All I gotta say is it's creepy. So that might be something against your pet. But however, when it comes down to whether or not one beats the other, in my personal opinion, I think I prefer dogs just because you can really connect with a dog, alright? You can be like, yo, dog, fetch the ball. I feel like you can just get a more personal connection. But then again, I haven't owned a whole lot of cats. I've only owned one. And it's just like, I don't have that much experience. But in my personal opinion, I think I prefer dogs over cats. However, this video is not quite over because there's one more category. Because, see, people are so busy arguing, oh my gosh, my cat's hotter than your dog. And everybody's like, oh, my dog's, like, super hot. Your cat can't touch this. And it's just, like, on and on and on and on. Well, the truth is, these people are insane because cats and dogs are nowhere near as good as lizards. Alright, on the screen, you see my lizard. Alright, I love my lizard. He's a champion. He's a legend. And I could go on and on talking about my lizard. He's a bearded dragon. He's my pet, and you know what? He's just an absolute legend because he sits there, and you know what? He doesn't make any mess. All right, he's amazing because he'll cuddle. Well, it's great. We play Zuba. Okay, he doesn't play Zuba. He watches me play Zuba. He vibes, and in general, guys, if you're going into an argument, whether or not cats and dogs, which one's better, just be like, bro, stop talking about your dog and your cat. I have a freaking lizard. Okay, you can't say you have one because you might not have one. But be like, well, lizards are the best. Because literally, a lizard is the best pet you could want to own, alright? So, instead, if you're like, okay, do I want a cat or a dog? The answer is, you want a lizard. Because, guys, lizards are legends. Yes, they are. I'm going to tell you right now. Because lizards are not loud. Dude, I don't even think my lizards ever made a noise, okay? If they get really ticked off, I think they can hiss at you. But, like, again, that's against the point because if you're a good owner, they're not going to get ticked off at you. That's just, like, common sense, right? This Milo is really ticking me off. Like, not going to lie, they're really driving me nuts. Alright, we're going to... oh, wow, hey, Larry. Yeah, that's another reason. I love Larry because he's a lizard, right? And lizards are legends. We've been over this, right? Like, lizards are absolute freaking legends. Wow, I just went into that fight with no medkits. That wasn't very smart. I'm really glad I won. But yeah, lizards, absolute legends. Overall, cats and dogs. I personally like dogs. You know, in the comments, you can tell me what you think about both species, which one is superior. Again, the right answer is always lizard, but I won't judge you if you say something else. We're all entitled to our own opinions. And I can't find these last two people. One of the sucky things about Solo's Light is just like, ugh, where's all the people? And you know what? I have to live with myself every time I waste time bouncing. Okay, the last person's a Jade, which is going to be a little annoying because it's a Jade. And the thing is, though, if you know how to beat a Jade, you really are going to just dominate them because, like, they can't do anything. Look at this. Watch. I'm just going to throw crap back and bounce. Like, they're completely dead. Like, there's nothing they can do. Like, this is just too easy at this point. Like, I mean, this is Jades for you. Jades are not scary. I want to tell you right now. If you have mobility, Jades are garbage. Like, I missed. Hold on. I take back my previous statement. Watch this. Ready? We're just going to hop over the wall. Oh, look, they did damage to me. That's a first. Bye. You're dead. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Cats are worse than dogs because I just killed a cat. I'm just kidding. Guys, look. Lizards are the best. Lizards are the best.